the game. Soon. Yep, here we go. Hamza is rocking the pre-release Arceus sleeves. I believe he's playing big basics by his hand. He is fighting in a heavy ball and DCE, and it was that.
This might be a big
basics mirror match.
Well, no, I see Garbodor for Kevin.
Okay, so big basics versus Garbodor. I believe we saw that when we saw Conley versus
Dave Clark.
Yep. Kevin's hand is not very good, I believe. Does he have a supporter? No. I don't see a supporter in Kevin's hand. Hamza's hand isn't too bad. If hopefully they both start Lander. Yep. Oh,
okay.
I think we are seeing a donk. Yeah, we could see a donk. Oh, so they're both playing Garbodor, actually. So it's a Garbodor mirror match. Garbodor. Garb and then odor.
Right. Garbodor.
Yes.
Like your clothes are stinky. Garbodor.
Yeah.
So he does have the laser.
Okay.
And he's going to try for the stadium.
No, he did not hit it. So we're not going to see a donk. Did he whiff on the heavy ball? I don't believe he got another Pokemon.
No.
That's actually fine. If he had benched the Landorus, that wouldn't have been that great for him because then he'd be able to get hit. And if he got another basic Pokemon, he wouldn't be able to Bianca for more.
Right.
So, actually, I think that was a smart play by Hamza's part. But now he's kind of stuck. Not sure he really has a supporter in his hand.
The Garbodor is a good play to get rid of.
Yeah.
So does he go for the Landers? No, he goes for...
He has Tornadus on his bench.
Yep. So he goes for the Landorus.
But Hamza doesn't have a supporter in his hand for next turn. So that's not good for him. But luckily Kevin also doesn't have anything either, so I think we're just going to see a laser and a pass. I don't think it's that smart to play Verbank down here because he knocks himself out.
And we're using a pen cap for the poison marker.
All right. Well, that works. Sleep flip is really important here. Okay, so he wakes up.
Still poison, though, but he wakes up.
Oh, wow. Hamza rips the supporter. It's a Skyla, so it's not that big of a deal. He's going to get probably going to like an N or... I would like to see an N here. I don't think he wants to discard the scramble switch. If he gets Juniper, he would have to discard all those resources. He has 2 catchers in his hand.
He also plays Bianca.
Yeah, but he can't get down his hand size.
Right.
I don't think he'd want to burn double catcher. Actually, he'll definitely play catcher here.
Okay,
so he does go for Juniper. If he rips out like heavy ball or something, scramble switch would be good because it would switch him out of poison and stuff.
Right.
But hopefully he doesn't have to discard it. Actually, N would have been terrible. I don't know what I was thinking. Because then Kevin has a bad hand, too.
And he's setting up for the huge Lands Judgment.
Yep. We could see a quick game. I think Kevin might have top decked the Juniper. Which would be unfortunate. Yep. Kevin top decking the Juniper. Hopefully he can get energies. Maybe another Landorus. Not sure. He doesn't really need anything. He hit an energy. He got the DCE, so there's not really much else he's looking for. Eviolite would be good, though.
And he top decks the Mewtwo.
So Hamza's hand is actually not looking too good. We could see a land judgment. Okay. Hamza accidentally discarded the Juniper when he got it off of the Skyla, so that's what happened there. So if he did actually get in, it would have been a bad play. But I mean, now it would be good. Now he's going to be forced to discard a scramble switch, and a laser. No, he's going to play the laser.
He's counting damage. I think he's counting to see if the bench Tornadus will KO him, and with the poison it will.
Yeah. Hamza's just kind of seeing what's going on here.
And as witnessed in one of our prior matches, it is a good idea to count out damage and knockouts in your head.
Yeah, definitely. So nothing.
Or even out loud. Okay, so he's going for the Juniper, gets rid of the scramble switch, couple catchers.
Kind of sucks a little bit, but Hamza will live. At least he has Sporter.
And there's a Land's Judgment KO.
Yep. And now Tornadus attachment will knock it out. Kevin probably going to bench Landers here. Hamza actually doesn't have many catchers left, so he can't really take advantage of the bench.
Right.
Doing 30 when Tornadus is on the bench.
Okay, so Kevin Skylas. And I believe Hamza has two younger brothers that both made top cut in seniors.
I saw that yesterday.
We're not sure how they're doing so far, but when we cut to seniors division championship,
so
see if they made it.
The Khan family doing pretty good for themselves here at New England Regionals. Might attach the rescue scarf. Okay, so he's just going to go for the blow through.
So he goes for the KO.
Through poison. Hamza really needs a DCE here. That'd be good for him, so he can do 80. His hand's looking okay. He's going to laser and then end, probably.
What do you think about when he was holding the scramble switch, to scramble switch and pump up Mewtwo?
I don't think he had the Mewtwo. He had nothing to bench.
No, he had this Mewtwo that's active now. That was on the bench.
Oh, if he did, then I would have liked to see him scramble switch.
Yeah. All right, so he does hit the
DCE.
Base set DCE.
Swag. Gonna do 80 plus 30 from the laser for 110. If Kevin doesn't retreat or attach an Eviolite or switch out of it, they'll go to 140, and that will leave the opportunity for Hamza to catcher, do 30 to the Landorus and 30 to the bench Tornadus to knock it out that way.
Take him out that way.
But he did have to Juniper 2 catchers really early in the game, so doesn't have many left.
We'll see if that comes into play.
All right, so Kevin is just thinking about what he wants to do here. Might end, might not. Who knows? He might be trying to power up a Landers for Land Judgment next turn. What he really wants to hit here is a laser. So he can do 40 plus 30, 70. Hopefully he won't be able to switch, go up to 100, and then knock him out with a Land Judgment for 60. And then die from poison between turns. All right. So, Kevin benches Tornadus. Actually, I don't believe he has a Sporter in his hand.
No.
So that's not good.
I don't think either one drew one.
Hamza benches Trubbish. Again, that's not going to come into play.
No.
Like, it's not a big deal if you bench Trubbish. The only thing you can do is help him if Kevin actually decides to knock it out for whatever reason.
So Hamza X balls.
Yep. bringing the Tornadus to 140, it looks like. So... Oh. Okay, so maybe he has the catcher play. Okay, so he doesn't have the catcher. He doesn't need the catcher, actually.
No.
Doesn't matter. Actually, catcher would have been bad to play there.
Well, Kevin doesn't have many options at this point.
Yep. Blow through for 60. Kevin's hands for
40
Eviolite. We've seen a lot of Eviolite today in the Big Basics decks. It's been very, very good in the mirror match. Or in the Garbodor Big Basics decks. Every Big Basics deck, actually, really.
And I'm not sure if Kevin is running his own Mewtwo's. So far, we've seen Con Lee.
Yeah.
He has Bouffalant in his Garbodor. And I haven't seen that either out of both players.
Here, Kevin's just mulling over his options. Might just blow through for 40 again. Yep. He really could have used the laser.
I feel the Big Basics with Garbodor was a smart play this regionals.
Definitely.
Against all the Kling Klang decks.
No, Big Basics? You mean with the Garbodor?
Garbodor with Big Basics.
Okay, yeah. Garbodor's trying to take Dylan's Tech of Victini. Seems to be working out for him, too.
Excellent, too.
Just anything with Landorus and Bouffalant or Tornadus and Mewtwo. Just Landorus decks in general have been doing incredibly well lately.
Yes.
In the statistics show, it's the best deck in the format right now. Statistically, it's won the most.
Right.
It appears to be doing that here as well.
And Big Basics won't go anywhere come Nationals. We're going to have more Big Basics being released in Plasma Freeze.
That's all this is right now. Attack of the Big Basics. Kevin, hopefully he's not just forced to blow through again, but he might. Thinking about switching? No. Could go for a Ledge Judgment. That would do 130. That would knock out the Landorus, but then he'd be stuck with like no energies in play.
Right.
Okay, attaches a Rescue Scarf. Yep. Okay, so he's going to go for that play. Bianca.
Full art Bianca.
Attaches. Oh, okay. So he attaches EXP share.
EXP share.
Tornadus. And land judgments for 130. Or 50. 130, right? Yeah.
And Hamza promotes the Garbodor.
Okay, so that's interesting. I think
Looks
that's
like Kevin pulled a switch from his prizes. Let's see if he has a max potion.
That would be a good play. So it appears Hamza just passed.
So
Promoted Garbodor and passed.
Yep, switch. Let's see, are we going to see a max potion out of Kevin?
He might, if he has Skyla, if he has a laser in his hand, I think he has game. He's catching up the Mewtwo.
Yep.
And he does 130 with the laser. 140 knocks out the Mewtwo. Oh no, the Mewtwo has an Eviolite. Never mind. So that wouldn't work. So he's probably going to catch a Mewtwo and do... I would probably do 40 here. No, I'd do 100. Or 80.
Right.
Unless that's a 5.
Okay. He keeps the energy.
Yeah, okay, so... Flips heads on the Power Blast. Hamza has the switch. And
Passes.
did he pass? Wow. So he just needs a catcher.
So
Catcher and Kevin
he's
wins.
going for the catcher off of Juniper.
Yep.
Shows his hand to Hamza.
Oh,
and
he hits
pulls
it.
the catcher.
Pulls the catcher, and Kevin Drolett's going to take game 1. Yep.
Yep.
Good game. So that game, Hamza's hand was pretty poor.
All
very
right, so
good for
now
him.
we're seeing
Oh, this is a good matchup.
Michael Diaz versus Conley. And
Darkrai
here's the
versus
first
Garbodor.
Darkrai deck we've
Yep,
seen
in a while.
Top Cut in a while.
Yeah, or in Top Cut, we saw a couple of Darkrai decks in Swiss. I believe Michael, what?
Dark and then Rai, R-A-I.
Darkrai. So Michael, him and his brother Frank Diaz, they came
Yes.
in. They both came in the finals at New York States with Darkrai. So it looks like they're playing the same version here today. They play Dowsing Machine, and it's like a speed Darkrai deck. I'm not sure if he's still playing the same thing, but it looks like it. Mike, a very good player. He top 4 Worlds
Yes.
last year. What? What are you asking?
Yeah, last year.
Oh, last year, yeah. 2012. What?
Okay, Michael uses an enhanced hammer on the Bouffalot.
What day is... Oh, Garbodor.
Yep, Garbodor, big basics. And we saw an enhanced hammer play
Yep.
against Khan's Bouffalot. So this is actually a matchup where the enhanced hammer is huge.
Yeah, that is very nice tech. I like that by Mike.
And that's going to also limit Khan's ability to effectively scramble switch.
Yeah. I was talking to Khan before this game. He says he does not mind the Darkrai matchup. He plays the Bouffalot, he plays the Landorus. It's not that bad. If he gets Garbodor out, he shuts off the free retreat, making it more difficult for Darkrai to do whatever it wants.
And also shuts off Keldeo Russian.
Yep. So that option's not going to be there for Mike if Khan can get Garbodor on the field. It also shuts off Khan's Woofer, to note as well.
Right.
So a Nice Spear will do 70 right now, which would knock out the Bouffalot. Mike gets a pretty good hand. Yeah, I was right. So he does play the Dowsing Machine. He's contemplating whether he's going to do it or not this turn. He's thinking about it. He might do it. It appears that Mike seems to be in the lead right now.
So he Dowsing Machines
Dark
for
Patch.
a Dark Patch.
Yep. Okay, so he does 10 to the Bouffalot. I don't think I like that play.
No, he actually
Okay, so he changed it.
Khan lets him
Khan lets him
take it back and put it on Landorus.
Yeah, he might have forgot about the Eviolite.
Right.
Or actually, Nice Spear does absolutely nothing to Bouffalot.
Nothing at
So
that point.
that'd actually be a terrible choice.
Right.
There's no Garbodor in play yet. Khan does only play a 2/2 Garbodor, so if there's Garbodor prize and he only has one left, it's not that easy to get it.
Right.
So looks like he ends. Mike's gonna draw 3.
It looks like that.
But Mike does have a Sableye in play to fall back on if he desperately needs it. He could junk hunt for a Dowsing Machine, get a Juniper whenever he wants. But it looks like he drew a Juniper, so he's fine. Khan drew a pretty decent hand. Not really sure what he would look for there. He doesn't need a laser this turn that badly. He needs it next turn though. He's gonna do Hammerhead again. But he got an energy, so he's good for this turn. Got another supporter.
And Michael can also play role of Grinch today,
That's
as
very
he
true.
has his Worlds invite already. And Trip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Michael is the mean one, Mr. Grinch. No. But he doesn't want the free trip to Nationals, so obviously he's going to play.
Right.
Go hard.
All right, so Khan
Also-
spreading the love once more to all the Darkrai's.
Yep. And as to note, Khan actually has a Mewtwo in his hand. So he does play at least one. I think he might only play one. Michael drew a laser for the turn. So that's actually really good. That's exactly what he needed to draw.
Yeah.
He has an attachment for the turn. I would like to see him attached to something and use laser. Now, Mike has 3 prizes left, so the Trubbish could actually matter, but if Mike plays Tool Scrapper and can Tool Scrapper the Eviolite off and do, I believe it looks like the Trubbish might have 30 damage on it.
Yeah, I believe it's 30 from earlier Night Spear.
So if Mike plays Tool Scrapper, Night Spear's here, and then Night Spear's next turn and Tool Scrappers, and he could win, take 3 prizes in 1 turn. Probably going to see a laser, attach, and Juniper. Okay, so he has an energy switch. Hopefully he does play Max Potion, though. I'm not sure on that or not. That would be really clutch right now to Max Potion after the next turn when Khan does Hammerhead again. Looks like he drew a Dark Patch. What?
No, we can. Yeah, let's stay with this one. Let's see what happens
Yeah.
here.
Okay. So, Mike, it looks like that's a random receiver, actually.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought it could have been an Eviolite, but that means he doesn't have support for the next turn. It looks like the last card in his hand's an N. Just that great right now since he has only 3 prizes left. He does have another laser for next turn if he needs it as well, which will help him knock out the Bouffalant. Because he does not knock it out with the Night Spear right now, unless he has the attacks with the Dark Clawed one.
Right.
So he's going to Night Spear, probably do 30 or 10 to the
10
Trubbish.
to Trubbish.
There's no point in doing 0 damage on the Bouffalant.
Right.
Hopefully he doesn't announce the Bouffalant for the Night Spear damage. I might be a little confused on... Oh, did he announce Bouffalant? I did not see Khan move any damage.
No, he placed the 1 on Trubbish.
Oh, okay, did he?
So he's got... Trubbish has 40 damage. And
Okay.
it looks like Khan's getting ready to drop the Mewtwo.
It only does 80 here, though. He would need a laser. Darkrai has resistance.
I think he does have laser.
Okay, so he does. We could see that. I would actually probably rather see him... He might be banking on going for a Max Potion to heal that off.
Right.
Otherwise, I don't want to see him attack with the Mewtwo, because then the Night Spear splash damage will to kill the Landorus. But unless he has more Eviolites, he can play.
So he does attach to Landorus.
Yeah, I would rather see that than attaching to the Mewtwo. He doesn't actually... I believe the Darkrai is still poisoned. Looks like...
So he gets a fresh 6 cards off this N.
Might not be, though. Yep. He's going to do that, shuffle up. Mike's going to draw 3.
And it looks like Khan is
Can't hear.
quickening his pace of shuffling here.
Yep.
They're in game 2. 60-minute top cut.
Yeah. This match has been going on for a little while, so might be nearing the time. These decks don't really typically go to time. They don't last super, super long. It's not like Klinklang.
Okay,
But-
so we see the scramble switch in Khan's hand.
Yep. Seen a lot of Scramble Switch today. It's been really effective. Khan got the laser if he needs it, but he doesn't, so. I think if that Darkrai has 150 damage on it, he really wants a catcher here.
Right.
If he can catcher laser and get a double knockout on the Darkrai's, then that is going to be really, really good for him. But if Mike has a catcher and Khan doesn't heal, Mike actually just wins the game because he takes a knockout on the Trubbish or Bouffalant. And he needs an energy too.
So he does go for the scramble switch.
I'm not sure if I like... if he has a catcher, he has a catcher. He wins anyways.
Yeah.
So it actually doesn't matter.
Well, he does have a catcher. I don't know. I thought I saw him shuffling a catcher in his hand.
You saw Mike shuffling a catcher? Okay, so... I think... No, he doesn't. Michael does not have a catcher. What Khan might be going for here is he's going to Hammerhead, and the next turn he'll have a Land Judgment. If he can... So Khan's going to probably catcher up the other Darkrai laser it, get 4 prizes, and the next turn, Land Judgment
for his
300 damage.
Yeah. That was a real good N on Khan's part.
For sure. Also, taking 4 prizes in 1 turn, that's crazy. Like, in 2 turns, you're just taking all 6 of your prizes.
Then he doesn't have to worry so much about the time.
Oh, he catchered up the other one. I'm not really sure why he did that.
So it looks like the Darkrai has 70 damage on it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard to tell. But if that Darkrai has 150 damage on, I would definitely like to see him catcher up. The question is, does he laser? I think he does.
Yeah.
It forces Mike to have to switch out of it, or else he dies going into his turn.
Right.
He's asleep now, but he doesn't have Garbodor in play. If he had got Garbodor in play, that would be devastating. Now Mike can just attach Dark to the Keldeo and rush in, retreat.
Rush in, yep. All right, and he wakes up.
Okay.
Well, I thought he flipped a 6.
So Khan does take the 2 prizes on the Darkrai.
Yeah, so he wakes up.
I'm probably just thinking they probably don't.
And I think Khan just wants to double check after the
making sure that
first round in top 32.
Yeah.
Yep. Double check your math, boys and girls.
Mike actually just top decked the catcher for game, I believe. If he doesn't have an energy though. So Mike just needs an energy that wins.
And he does have random receiver, can try and get another Juniper.
Yep. So what I think we're going to see here is Mike catcher up either the Bouffalant or the Trubbish. Random receiver try to hit a Juniper, and if he hits an energy, he wins the game. Yep. So random receiver, trying to hit a Juniper. Oh,
and
okay,
he gets
it. And we saw a bunch of energies off that random receiver flip, so we know there's a bunch of energies in his deck left for him to draw. His deck is not that big. The chance of him hitting energies is pretty high. Okay. He might... I don't see why he would use laser, actually. He might just catcher... I think he should catcher Juniper, hits the energy, wins the game.
Yep.
So catcher on the Trubbish or Bouffalant. Bouffalant has 30, so Nice Beer does. We catchers the Bouffalant and does laser. I think that'd actually be the better play. Force Khan to have to use the double colorless retreat if he does whiff, which I don't think he'll do. So catch up the Bouffalant. Laser, Juniper.
Yep.
That's probably the best play right now. It's taking a long time to think about it. He probably has an idea of what he wants to do either way. But he just wants to make sure everything's right.
Right.
Double checking himself. Sometimes when you have game on board, you might want to double check yourself. Make sure you do everything right in the right order. Some people make misplays even when they have game on board.
Right.
And that's one other way to lose the game is if you just accidentally do something wrong. Say he just like catches up the wrong Pokemon by accident. So he just wants to make sure, take it slow.
And it's a lot easier for us that's looking on.
Yeah.
Than the actual
when you're in the
players.
heat of the moment, it's very nerve-wracking. So eventually we're going to see him catch up to Boufflant and do laser. Eventually. Also, time is coming. Time is winding down, so maybe he thinks he could win on time somehow.
Right.
So he might be trying to do that too. Who knows? He might also just be double checking, see what con has been used so far. Eventually he'll do it though. Oh, he should not have catched up the Trubbish. But that's okay. If he hits a Dark Energy, it doesn't matter either way.
And we already saw him reveal a couple Dark Energies off the receiver.
Let's see if he hits it. Okay, so he hit it.
Yeah.
He has an energy. So I'm not really sure what he's waiting for. He has game on board. Unless he has 4 prizes.
Oh, he rushes in.
It looks like he has 3 prizes, but he could have 4. We could be wrong. If he has 4 prizes, that changes everything.
Right. He dark patches.
So, in my opinion, I think he does have 4 prizes, because he's not just winning the game.
Right. Can we find out if Mike has 4 prizes?
Oh, okay, so Mike has 4 prizes.
We did confirm that.
He's not slow playing con. So that changes everything. So now we feel like idiots. It's okay, though. Yeah. So Mike knows what he's doing. That was the right play then.
Yeah.
For sure. Yo.
And based on the crowd's reaction, they also thought Mike had 3.
Yeah, definitely. We all thought he had 3 prizes. They were on top of each other. It's hard to tell. Now, Con still has a chance to win this game. But if Mike gets another catcher, he loses.
I believe Mike pulled the other catcher off the Juniper.
But he also used the laser. He also needs the laser now, I think. Because he only does 70. Right? Oh, 70 knocks out the Boufflant.
Yeah.
So that's fine. He just needs a catcher and he wins the game. But if Con can knock out this Darkrai, Mike's going to also need either Dark Patch or an Energy Switch and an Energy.
Right. And it looks like that's what Mike's searching for in his discard. How many are left?
Yep. We saw him already play his Dowsing Machine for Dark Patch, so we know he's already played at least 2 Dark Patch.
Yeah.
I don't think he has that many left. We saw him play some Energy Switches. Saw him do some stuff. Can't really tell. He's kind of shuffling his hand off the camera. All right. So they're just checking each other's discard pile, seeing what they have left, trying to figure out what they're going to do. Mike, he's a very, very good player. He's checking all of his, making sure everything's checks out.
Checking, double check, sometimes triple check.
And if you're
but again, with a 60-minute time limit, this favors Mike at this point.
Definitely, especially when Khan plays Trubbish. Like, he could start Trubbish. Mike could just get a fast win that way.
So Khan drops another Bouffalant.
Yep. Thinking about it, dropping another Bouffalant. Let's see. So if Darkrai has 150 damage on it, a catcher and a laser would win Khan the game right here.
And we know Khan does have the laser in hand.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how much damage that has. I don't think I can't tell. Yeah, what happened there? Okay, so he just did Hammerhead. Oh no, yep, he just did Hammerhead.
And
needs Dark Patch.
Mike has the catcher.
He has catcher. Does he have the Dark Patch or the energy switch? It's a question. Okay,
There's
so he
the
does.
Dark Patch.
What is he doing?
So he's just making sure.
Yeah. If he's Ultra Balling, that would be weird. Okay, no. He's just going to show, yeah.
Dark Patch,
Energy.
Catcher.
Yep, just show on that, and that's the game. Yep, that's the game.
Okay, so Mike wins 2-0 versus Khan.
Yep.
Khan had a great tournament, first tournament back.
Yeah, top 16.
Top 16. Give him a ton of credit. He hasn't been playing in any states.
Yeah.
Just picked up a deck this weekend, testing
cities,
it.
No battle roads. First time playing in a while.
And now we are switching back to our feature match versus Hamza and Kevin.
Yep.
We're tied 1-1. Game 3.
Kevin's winning on prizes, but it looks like his Tornadus is about to be knocked out. So we might just jump back into the game in that point where they're like trading, and we're in the middle of a trade where Combs is just about to knock out the Tornadus. Yeah.
All right, so he flips tails, loses the energy. Will Landorus wake up? Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so this N will...
Yep. And Hamza is going to go to 6 cards.
Yep.
Kevin's going to go to 4. Hopefully, Hamza can hit a catcher, so that way he can knock out the Tornadus while it's on the bench.
Right.
And do 30 to Landorus. If he doesn't hit a laser, if that Tornadus isn't poisoned, he can't actually knock it out this turn. Because only has 150. Hammerhead will only do 10.
So he drops a second Mewtwo. Switch.
Yeah, I don't think he has it. Okay, so he just switches and passes.
Yep.
I do like that play, but it sucks for Combs so they have to do it. Like,
well,
it's a good
he
play
does get rid of the poison.
Yeah, he was poisoned, so it was the right play. It's just unfortunate that he had to do it. Yep. He whiffed on everything. Tornadus is resistant to Landorus, so hammerheading it would not have knocked it out, and then he would have taken poison damage. And then he got knocked out from blow through, or a pass, or a hammerhead, or anything.
And Kevin is contemplating his next move.
Yep, Kevin has a lot of options. If he hits a catcher here, that's going to be pretty big. Catcher up the Landorus.
I can't tell what's behind the fighting energy, if that's the catcher or not.
Nope, that's a Garbodor. If he has a catcher, I want to see him attached to a Landorus, because he doesn't need to Power Blast. Even if he doesn't have the catcher, yeah, okay, so he's just going to Power Blast. He doesn't have a supporter or anything. Just going to do 100. Luckily, he hits heads to keep his energy.
And Hamza has a Max Potion.
Yep, so he's going to switch Max Potion. Juniper.
So he saves the Landorus.
Yep. That's really good for him. Oh, that's a really, really bad hand. Unless, oh no, he had a DCE.
DC.
Okay, so that's not that bad actually. I didn't see the DCE. I thought he whiffed on energy.
Okay, so X-Ball, Keizo knocks out the Tornadus.
We'll see if Kevin plays Mewtwo's.
Laser on the Mewtwo, sleeping.
But it looks like Kevin doesn't
and he goes
have
for the
Hammerhead.
Yep.
Hamza might just win right now. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if he can get a laser and a DCE, he has game. And a switch. Switch out. Double switch. So he's asleep.
Yep.
So that sleep flip was huge. If he gets a scramble switch into Landorus and an attachment, he also wins the game.
He has a ton of options. So
yeah, he's just going to Juniper.
Juniper.
He's going for the scramble switch, but he doesn't hit it.
No.
So, did he even hit a regular switch?
I doubt it.
Don't think he did. No, I don't see it. Here, he could catch her up that benched Landorus to try to force Kevin to have an attachment, be able to do anything, but Hamza's luck has not been very good so far.
All right, so he attaches to his Landorus.
Yep. He might catch her. He might save it. He might pass. Okay, so he just passes the turn.
Forgets a sleep flip.
Yep. Yep.
Here
There we go. Okay, so he wakes up. I don't believe Kevin drew a supporter. It kind of looks like another Verbank. So yeah, he just hammerheads. Does 30 to the Mewtwo. Mewtwo's at 160. Next turn, he's gonna have a double prize turn. And if Kevin or Kamza does not retreat the Mewtwo, actually, it'll be knocked out in between turns by poison, but he'll probably notice that and retreat.
So he Ultra Balls, looking through the deck.
Gonna grab a Trubbish to thin it out.
Yeah.
Or bench the Trubbish because it doesn't matter.
Right.
Okay.
Goes for the catcher, and
I do not like him ending here. Actually, it's fine. I lied. Because Kevin had nothing, so it gives him a fresh 4. But
right.
Hamza wants an energy attachment for the next turn, because if he gets it, he wins the game.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to try to guarantee himself the energy attachment, which he does get.
Retreats out of poison.
Hammerhead. Heavy Ball, thin his deck, probably going to get a Garbodor unless he has like a Bianca in his hand. Then he might not want to, but he grabs a Garbodor. So he's just thinning out his deck, preparing for N. Doing what all good players do. We're probably going to see an Eviolite attached to the Landorus. Maybe. Or it could be attached to a Mewtwo on the bench to prevent it from getting KO'd.
Yeah, I like that play.
Yep.
Yep.
So he does that. He's probably going to Hammerhead 30-30.
Hammerhead preparing for a Land's Judgment.
Yep. Which he might actually just Hammerhead again. Who knows?
Yeah.
If he gets a laser and stuff, I'd probably just Hammerhead again. But Hamza's hand is not very good right now. I think he just has 2 energies and something else. It's not a supporter or a laser.
Well, Kevin switches out to the Landorus with the energy.
Yep.
He has a couple options in his hand. He goes for the Skyla.
Probably going to get a supporter, or if he doesn't have one. Catcher would be good here.
Yeah.
Because Hamza, I don't think he has a switch. He could catch her up Mewtwo and just start hammerheading and spreading damage.
Yep.
Just do 10. Knock out the Mewtwo on the bench. And then next turn he wins if he attaches, or if he gets a laser.
All right, so Kevin's down to 2 prizes.
Yep. Which Hamza has nothing. It looks like. Yeah. Hamza is not in a good spot. He might just have to attach an X-Ball and hope for the best. Or attach and retreat to Landers is actually the better play.
Yeah.
Attach, retreat to Landers, and hammerhead more.
Right.
That's probably his best play.
So Hamza's trying to decide what to do. What's the best play?
Ultra Ball to thin his deck
Thin
more.
his deck out.
Probably going to grab a Trubbish.
Trubbish.
Well, grab the only thing left.
Yeah.
That way he doesn't draw the Trubbish on his next turn. Yeah, so he grabs the Trubbish.
Further thins out the deck.
Not going to play it, though. Or he could. I believe Kevin only has 2 prizes left, but... Okay, so he just scoops.
So he just scoops. So Kevin beats Hamza 2-1.
I'm not... Did he show the catcher? Like, I'm not sure why he scooped there and didn't retreat. I believe Hamza won. Or no.
No.
Kevin.
Yeah, I thought Hamza scooped
Yeah.
to Kevin. So Kevin.
Yeah. I'm not really sure why he did that, though.
What would have happened if he decided to Lance Judgment and Kevin didn't have the fighting attachment to his bench